For today's meeting, we're going to use the layout capability of your electric software. Usually, we discuss the stick diagram for you to be able to arrive at your layout. Maybe you already have discussed this in your digital IC course. Nonetheless, we're just going to use the software and draw the layout for our inverter circuit. So same thing with the initial steps. So you need to open a library. You may use your previously used library, or you may also create a new one. So let us create new library. You can name your library. In this library, I just name it as sample layout. Then the process new. So layout inverter lay. Right now, have we here the name of your library, the name of your file, and the type of your file. So next, technology, change current technology. So you're going to use MOCMOS sub. So the definition of which is written below. Then technology, change units. Just change this to 350. So microns, half million microns. So after that, you may now start doing your inverter. So we're going to get this N transistor and P transistor. You will notice that the definition of the items here, or the components, is written on the lower left hand corner. So let us get an N transistor and a P transistor. So you will notice that you have the pink colored layer, which is your polysilicon. So this is also the gate of your transistor. So we can just connect the two polysilicon. So same here. So you notice that there are two colored green here. So if you try to connect one into another, you will not be able to connect the two components. Even though they are both active, the other one is N, the other one is P. So for you to be able to connect that, you're going to use metal to inactive. So as you can see in the stick diagram as well as on the layout, so you have here your metal. So metal 1 active, you will also notice here that the background is dotted, while in here you have slash lines. Be sure that they are touching with one another. Same with the dotted lines, same with the slash lines. From time to time, try to check if you have violated any rules. So to do that, just tools, DRC, hierarchical check. So you will notice that 0 errors found. If you have placed this too closely and try to check if there are any errors, there is a spacing needed in between your objects. So if you're going to do check DRC hierarchical, you now have an error. So just type the greater than sign or less than sign and the error will be highlighted. So in this case, these two objects are very near with each other. So you need to adjust the two items. Then check. Okay. You cannot try to connect to this green one and active. Then the middle part will be your metal. So let us zoom out. So Control 0 for the shortcut key. So get another and place it on the other side. So that is your metal 1 and active and metal 1 P active. Then just connect it. You also need the metal 1 substrate and metal 1 so just extend the metal part upwards and on the lower part downwards. So then check. So still no error. We want to replicate this diagram. So we're in, this is our output and this is our input. So to do that, we cannot just extend a part of these layers. For us to do that, we need to use the metal 1 pin and the polysilicon pin. So if we're going to zoom in, you have those pins. So from your pin, just extend it to your layer. Again, just use, same with the wire, use the right mouse button. Then again, check from time to time if you have error. So after that, you need to set the size. In our inverter, we use 1.6 and 0.8. So for our width, 1.6 micro. And the other side you use 0.8 micro. Then check. So in here, so you need to adjust because you have increased the size of your transistor. So after checking and you don't have any more errors, you can now label the power, the VDD, the ground, the input, and the output. So to do that, you can just try to zoom in. When you left click that, you will notice that there's a square. You can use export, create export, and this will be your power, VDD. Because you can also do that here, export, create export. This now be ground, GND. Then eventually for our input and output, we can assign input as VIN, and for the output, let us just assign Vout. So control 9 best fit, then just check. So that ends our layout for our inverter. So after we have created the layout, we need to simulate it to check if be able to get the correct simulation results. So for us to do that, you need to go back to your schematic. So change technology, change our technology to schematic analog. Technology, change units, 2000. Edit new, change this to schematic, inverter, date, test. So for us to get the layout, so use edit, new facet instance, click your layout, then left click on your window. Don't forget, after clicking that on your window, export, re-export everything. You will notice that the labels are now reflected on your window. You have your VDD, ground, VIN, and Vout. So let us try to simulate this using transient analysis for 2 cycles. So it's same with the previous examples. The voltage source 3.3 for supply. We also need voltage meter, 2 voltage meter for input and output. Capacitor, so let us just assign 100 femtofarads. Still on your input, we're going to use pulse. 0 space 3.3 space 0 space 1n 1n. Let us just use 50 nano and 100 nano for our T high and period. just adjust this to the ground. Let's just connect the wires. Ground. So last thing you need to include is the transient analysis. So SPICE transient analysis. So 1n space. Since we want to display 2 cycles, so you need 200 nano, 1 nano. Then we need to extract our netlist simulation interface, write SPICE deck, inverterlay.cir. Save. So we can now try to simulate. File, open, inverter layout test. So you now have your output. So to separate that, just type plot V in plus 4, then V out. So you now have your input on top of your output. So you notice it's an inverter circuit. If your input is high, your output will low, and vice versa. So that ends the demo. You can now try this and submit it on the activity section in your Blackboard.